Growing a ceramic coating business is hard. That is one of the biggest lies about the entire ceramic coating industry, but I hear it all the time. Everyone thinks that you need some secret strategy to consistently book high-ticket customers day after day and week after week, but that's just not true. 11 days ago, I started my first ever auto styling shop in a brand new city where I don't know a single person, but I've already booked over $8,700 in jobs in the first 11 days. So in this video, I want to break down exactly what I've done to make that happen and what I'm doing to scale this shop to over $50,000 per month before the end of the year. Now, there are going to be three main parts to the system, and the last is most important for long-term growth. The first part of the system is going to be having a solid base with your marketing. Now, this is kind of obvious. Marketing is crucial for any business, but without marketing, you have no leads, and without leads, you have no opportunities to sell, and you don't really have a business because you don't have revenue. So what can you actually do to consistently get high-ticket customers coming in? Because way too many shop owners are either not running any marketing, they're not doing any ads, or they're way overcomplicating things and trying to split themselves between 10, 20, 30 different strategies, and none of them are really moving the needle forward. So instead of being on either end of the spectrum, what you should do is find the top 2 to 5 things that really are high levers to pull that really move the needle forward and focus on those. For my shop, I've only used one ad platform so far. And again, in 11 days, we've booked 8.7K purely off of ads. And that's just Facebook ads. We spent 606 on the ads, 8.7K booked. That's a 14x return. Now we're also expanding into Google and then cold email campaigns to reach out to dealers. Those are the 3 strategies that we're going to be using to scale from 0 to 50K per month as soon as possible. So we're not relying on word of mouth. We're not trying 30 different things at once. We're locking in on these 3 things and going all out with them. Now, if you're looking to start marketing or simplify things, what you should do is focus on Facebook ads. Test 3 to 5 creatives, 2 different offers, see what works best, and scale the budget. That's just exactly what we're doing in my shop. We've found the winning creatives. We're working on offers now, and we're shortly going to be scaling that spend to $100 a day or more. I think we're at 50 to 75 a day on average right now, kind of just finding what works, and we've already booked, like I said, 8.7K. So that is the first thing. Get your marketing in place. Start with Facebook ads if you haven't already got anything consistently getting you leads, and go from there. Now, the second thing, and especially with Facebook ads, where honestly, you're going to get lower lead quality. Facebook lead quality is not great. You're probably going to close between 5 to 15% of leads. So you need solid sales. You need to have sales frameworks in place for every call and systems off the call so that you can be closing as many of the leads as possible. Leads are completely useless and just wasting your time if you don't have a way to consistently get them into high-paying customers. So what we've got in place off the call, meaning not on the sales call, not when we're talking to them, but just off the call, is 30-day email flows answering common objections, showing testimonials, case studies, sending them to our content, etc., etc. That's going to help a ton with nurturing, not so much with actual conversion. So the other side of that is we've got automated text conversion flows prompting them to take the next step, book a call with us, etc. And then also off the call, we've got automatic follow-ups. So after we've done the sales call, if they haven't moved forward on that first call, there's automatic follow-ups that go up, trying to get at least their thoughts where they're at, not necessarily pushing them to book in or say yes. What we want to do is get them on a second call where we can then see, okay, what are they concerned about still? What do we need to do to book them in and actually get that done? So that is the automated side, the contact side off the call. Now, we also do everything possible to call every single lead within 60 seconds. I run a marketing agency called Tinted, and the number one differentiator between our most successful clients and our clients who are only doing decent is how quick they call leads. If you call every lead within 60 seconds, you're going to be successful no matter what. Doesn't really matter how good you are at sales. Doesn't really matter how your prices are. If you're calling within 60 seconds and everything else is within reason, you're going to be successful in your ads. So that is the number one priority that I've got. Number 2 is we've also got follow-ups with every lead 4 or 5 days and then every 1 to 2 weeks after that. Again, that is a huge differentiator factor between the most successful and least successful clients. And the third thing that we're doing off the call that's not an automated contact is having an extremely clean pipeline where we can say, these are new leads, these are people we've given a quote to, these are people who are hot, these are people who we need to follow up with, etc. The pipeline is huge. You need to treat your pipeline like your girlfriend, give her all the attention you've got. Pipeline, I'm calling typically from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and again from 4:30 to 6. That's 2.5 hours a day of calling old leads. So not even the new leads that just come in, but the old leads who have already come in. And that is where 75% of my conversions have come from, is calling back through old leads. Super, super important to do that. That's another thing that most shop owners don't do. And 75% of my revenue has come from that. So huge lever to pull there. Just to recap really fast what we're doing off the call: email flows, text conversion flows, automated follow-ups, call leads within 60 seconds, follow up for every day, 5 days, then 1 to 2 weeks, every 1 to 2 weeks after that. Keep your pipeline organized. Now on the call, we have a solid framework that we follow every single time. You cannot just get on the call and tell them your prices and expect them to move forward. If you're selling a $1,000 to $2,000 ceramic coating, you are gonna convert hardly anyone if you get on the call and tell them, yeah, it's gonna be $2,000 when you want to book in. Like, that just does not work. So we have a sales framework where we go over intro, kind of set the frame, go through a discovery, see exactly what they're looking for, and then pitch the benefits based around what they want. What are their pains? What's their goals? Pitch around that. Then we go into collecting a deposit, which you need to do for Facebook leads. Don't book them in if you don't get a deposit. They're not going to show up. That's just what we found, 50-50 show rate if you don't get a deposit. So every single booking, get your deposit, and then schedule them in. And the next part of the system is going to be LTV, or lifetime value. How much does a customer pay you across the entire relationship that you guys have as a business? LTV is the single most important metric in your entire business. If a customer is worth more to you than your competition, you can pay more than them to get them, beat out your competition, and make more profit. Because at the end of the day, you only pay to get a customer once. But your LTV, you can extend that years down the line. You can have the same customer come back and pay you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 every time they get a new car, bring it in, get the work done. So what can you actually do to increase your LTV and make more money? Well, there's 3 main ways. Number 1, upsell into actually 4 main ways. Number 1, upsell into a higher tier of what they're already getting. Number 2, cross-sell into a similar service. Number 3, downsell into a recurring service like a maintenance wash. And number 4 is get a referral intro, meaning like a 3-way text chat where you get the referral's phone number, or get a solid review on Google. All 4 of those things are going to increase the value that customer brings to the business over time and help you make more money. Now, if you enjoyed this video, click the one on the screen because it's going to walk you through exactly how to run Facebook ads for yourself and make more money in your business starting tomorrow.